Welcome back to our Super Nintendo World Grand Opening Special, everybody, with another Nintendo Wii game in which we'll be playing Jeopardy. Let's see how we do.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy. Let's go to work in the Jeopardy round. And we start the Jeopardy round categories with this one. It's all good. Unofficial state nicknames, classical composers, animals, historic women, and TV shows that bombed. Player 1, here's Kelly with the clue.
1 in every 6 known bird species makes its home in this rainforest.
What's the Amazon?
It's Player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direct. That's correct. Choose again, Player 1. Sputniks 5, 6, 9, and 10 carried these animals into space. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What are dogs?
Ah, good. Please pick again. Got one of these odorous animals, also known as a polecat, as a pet? Call your Humane Society to make sure it's legal.
What's a skunk?
Yes, Player 1.
Yeah!
Right. You again, Player 1. Critters of the Pleistocene epoch include the mammoth and this breast-tooth relative. Player 1.
What's a mastodon?
You are correct. Player 1. Dachs, as in Dachshund, is German for this burrowing animal. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is a badger? I don't know.
You got it. You get to pick again, Player 1. In 1762, this 6-year-old and his sister performed for Empress Maria Theresa.
Who is Beethoven?
Okay, Player 1.
No? Mozart?
Correct. Player 1. Back. For several years, his friend Carl Amenda was one of the few people who knew about his increasing deafness. Yes, Player 1. Correct. Player 1. You pick it. During his lifetime, Johann Sebastian Bach was best known as a master of this instrument. It's Player 1. Good for you. We return to you, Player 1. He composed the 4 Seasons in 1723. Player 1? Yes. Player 1? On March 3rd, 1875, his Carmen premiered in Paris, and he was decorated with the French Legion of Honor. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Choose again, Player 1. This Secretary of State, whose first name is from a musical term, had originally planned to be a concert pianist. Player 1? Hey, you're right. Player 1. Shortly after her disappearance, her publisher, husband George Putnam, released last flight containing her diaries? It's player 1. That is correct. You again, player 1. The Moses of her people. She helped hundreds of slaves escape along the Underground Railroad. Okay, player 1. Right you are. Player 1. She met her beloved teacher Anne Sullivan in 1887. Yes, player 1. Right. Player 1. This first American woman in space heads a company geared to girls who are interested in science and math. It's player 1. Yes. Player 1. Back to you. Also known as a cathode, it's the car battery terminal with a plus sign. Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Please pick again, player 1. It can mean far better than average, or not yet settled, like an unpaid debt. Okay, player 1. That's right, way to go. Select again. The bird Ardea herodias isn't just any blue heron, it's this blue heron. Yes, player 1. Right. We return to you. As an adjective, it means very impressive. As a noun, it's a lavish production. Player 1. Yes. You get to pick again. Marvin Hagler was Marvelous Marvin. Tom Seaver was nicknamed Tom This. Okay, player 1. That's it. You again, player 1. In a 2007 episode of this series, a terrorist detonated a low-yield suitcase nuke in Valencia, California. Player 1? Yep. Please pick again, player 1. Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
In an episode of this classic 60s series, bookworm Henry Bemis survives a nuclear war and finds a library, but then breaks his glasses.
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. You get to pick again, player 1. This series, Peter Petrelli had visions that he would cause a nuclear holocaust in New York City. Yes, player 1. Yes. Player 1. Pick. In a 1977 episode of this sitcom, Detective Diedrich notes that a student's physics project is a functional nuke. It's player 1. Yep. Player 1, back to you. It's the Daily Double. You are in the lead right now. Give us a wager. Answer this. The nuclear blast that caused chaos in Jericho, Kansas was detonated in this state capital to the west. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. Seward's Icebox. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. We return to you, player 1. The Switzerland of America and the highest state. Player 1. Right. Player 1. The birthplace of 8 presidents. It's player 1. That's correct. Choose again, player 1. Let's go over to Kelly.
Though it's called the Star-Spangled Banner State, this is its flag.
Yes, player 1. You are correct. Here's the $1,000 clue for you. the coal state, and the birth state of the nation. Okay, player one. You got it.
And the entire Jeopardy round.
Player two is in third place and will select first in the Double Jeopardy round, as we always do, right after this break. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. 1960s TV, old, odd, and obscure words, geology. Biblical warriors, eat well. And Latin American history. Player two, you go first in this Double Jeopardy round. There's no beating around this archaic term for a wine shop or tavern. It's player one. Nope. Any other takers? Okay, player three. That's it. Select again. It really burns me up that febrific means having one of these. Yes, player one. Good. You get to pick again, player one. Lacrimiform literally means shaped like this. Player one? Yes. You again, player one. A thurible is an ornamental container in which this is burned during a religious ceremony. Let's hear it, player one. That is correct. Player one. Wynton Marsalis should know that to bissonate means to blow this horn, his specialty. Player one. That is correct. Select again. Joshua's conquest of Canaan began with the taking of Jericho, a city in this river's valley. Let's hear it, player one. Yeah, good. Player one. Saul and this son, who shares his name with a famous seagull, both died at the Battle of Mount Gilboa. Yes, player one. That's right. Way to go. Choose again. Later lending his name to a popular hotel Bible, he led a successful night attack against the Midianites. It's player one. Good for you. We return to you. Answer. The first of the two daily doubles. And you have the lead. You need to... And the daily double clue. Joab was this Israelite king's successful commander when he conquered Jerusalem around 1000 BC. You have maintained your lead. Way to go. Please pick again, player one. This female judge won an important battle against the Canaanites by luring them into marshland. Okay, player one. Right. Player one, back to you. Eat a salad with this vegetable that can be classified as butterhead, crisp head, leaf, or romaine. Let's hear it, player one. Yes. Player one, some of the recommended whole types of this food pyramid product are quinoa, millet, sorghum, and barley. Okay, player one. That's correct. We return to you, player Among one. Legumes, a good source of protein, are peas and this type of seed, such as the pinto, white, or black variety. It's player one. Right you are. player one. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
Seen here is the hobo sign, meaning that this staple of life is available ahead.
Player one. Good. Select again. If you want to go nuts, eat this nut native to Brazil and taken to Asia by Portuguese missionaries. Yes, player one. No. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. The cashew. Player one, back to you. The Mercalli scale measures the intensity of these from 1 to 12. Player one. Correct. Player one. Geysers aren't common. Major centers include Yellowstone, Iceland, and this country's North Island. It's player one. Hey, you're right. Player one. And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
Made from minerals deposited by dripping water, these geological formations grow up from cavern floors.
Yes, player one. Correct. You again, player one. This rock can be formed by the accumulation of shells or coral, but not from citrus fruit. Okay, player one. Good. Please pick again. A 6-mile-wide caldera or volcanic crater is a highlight of La Palma in this Spanish island group off Africa. Let's hear it, player one. No. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about the Canaries. Choose again, player one. In 1565, Portuguese knight Estácio de Sá founded this Brazilian city on Guanabara Bay. It's player one. Correct. You get to pick again. By the 7th century, this civilization city of Tikal in the Yucatan had a population of tens of thousands. Okay, player one. Yep. You again, player one. In 1541, Pedro de Valdivia, a soldier of this Inca conqueror, founded the city of Santiago in Chile. Yes, player one. That is correct. Select again. In 1957, this physician and patron of voodoo was elected president of Haiti, which he ruled with an iron fist for 14 years. Let's hear it, player one. Hey, you're right. Please pick again, player one. In December of 1980, a junta appointed José Napoleón Duarte president of this small Central American country. Player one? Yes. Choose again, player one. First aired on September 30th, 1963, Opie the Birdman has become a classic episode of this sitcom. Okay, player one. Right you are. Player 1. The never-used lyrics of its theme song were written by Gene Roddenberry. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. You get to pick again, Player 1. Yeah! Answer. The second Daily Double. You are in first place. So, what's your wager? Here is your clue. On The Addams Family, Ted Cassidy played not only Lurch, but this disembodied hand as well. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1, on August 29th, 1967, he finally caught up with the one-armed man. Yes, Player 1. That's correct. And the $2,000 clue? In 1964, Mary Tyler Moore won her first Emmy as this new Rochelle housewife. Player 1? That's correct. Sorry, Player 2, you'll not be progressing to Final Jeopardy. Here's today's Final Jeopardy category. Notable women. Please enter your wager. Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Let's see what it is. Here's the clue. In 1963, she said, "I feel as though I'm suddenly on stage for a part I never rehearsed." What did you put as your response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
Nothing.
Did you come up with the correct response?
What? I said Lady Bird Johnson.
And that will lose you.
Oh! Well, I still end up with 68,800, which isn't bad.
Congratulations to you, Player 1.
See y'all for another game.
So long, everybody.